กรับเชิญท่านต่อไปบอกเราว่าเขาเป็นประชากรของโลกนะฮะและโลกที่เป็นโลกาภิวัตน์อย่างทุกวันนี้นะครับเราก็จะเจอผู้คนมากหน้าหลายตาหลายชาติเวียนไปเวียนมาความเป็นรัฐความเป็นชาติก็จะเริ่มคลายลงไปนะครับท่านผู้นี้นะครับเป็นชาวอเมริกันนะครับเคย20กว่าปีที่แล้วนี่นะใช้ชีวิต6เดือนที่เมืองไทย6เดือนที่อเมริกามาเปิดร้านกาแฟตั้งแต่ตอนที่เรายังไม่รู้จักวัฒนธรรมการกินกาแฟแบบดีๆนะฮะวันนี้เขาก็เกษียณแล้วเขาก็ย้ายกลับมาอยู่ที่เมืองไทยด้วยใจที่รักเมืองไทยไม่แพ้คนไทยด้วยกันเองขอเสียงปรบมือต้อนรับนะครับคุณ Mike Pirsch please welcome Mr. Mike Pirsch thank you
สวัสดีครับขอโทษครับไม่พูดภาษาไทยพอดีอธิบายอย่างไหนคิดเกี่ยวกับ Makkasan ผมจะพูดภาษาอังกฤษขอโทษครับ Makkasan must remain as it is. It is very important to the environmental health of all in the city. And I speak not as an American citizen, but like you, we are all citizens of the world. Makkasan represents a struggle not much different, only different in scope to the efforts to save the rainforest in the Amazon, to the efforts in my country to stop the removal of mountaintops for coal mining, to preserve the rivers, to preserve the oceans, all of these struggles, to preserve the Mekong, to stop the Xayaburi Dam. These are all the same struggle. None are different. And that is why this struggle is particularly important. It is not just a matter of preserving a bit of open space. It is rather something to acknowledge the circle of life, the sacredness of life. The trees in Makkasan are not just to look at. They are carbon sinks. They remove carbon from the air. To take away these trees in the middle of traffic-congested Bangkok, knowing that the production of carbon comes mainly from motor vehicles, makes no sense whatsoever. The trees in Makkasan remove carbon. The trees in the Amazon rainforest are called the lungs of the earth. They remove carbon. The poison air doesn't stay in Bangkok. The poison air doesn't stay in Delhi or Beijing. It moves around the world. And we need these trees to clean our air so that in the future we have a life. It is the same with the toxics that are produced for mining, for industrial production. The toxics that go into the water don't just stay there. They go into the river, into the ocean. The toxics that go into the ground don't stay there. They go down into the groundwater and back up into the oceans. We are poisoning ourselves for what? And this is the dilemma. You good folks here are fighting this because you value nature. You value the feeling that nature provides. On the other hand, we have developers who see a forest, they see trees they can cut down to turn into lumber, more money. They see removal of all the trees, bringing in what I call the weapons of nature destruction, the backhoes, the bulldozers. You take everything out and you start building up. That's money. So our motivation is much different than the motivation of the developers. The developers, very short term and instant money. We are in a phase of our human existence where we live in an era where everything is commodified. Trees have a value that only exists in the marketplace. Forests do not have a value unless they can be turned into a Disney World or something similar. We have to continue these fights no matter how small, because small victories add up. What you're doing here, what we're doing here in Bangkok, is just as important as what is going on in the rainforest. 2 weeks ago, I read an article on counterpunch.org by a man named Derek Jensen. And he asked the question, can capitalists clean up the messes they create? Or is the whole industrial system beyond reform? And this is a good question, because there is no obligation for factory owners, there's no obligation for any of the owners to clean up the messes they create, whether it's gold mining or anything. They do not have to clean it up. One thing that he used as a technique to drive this home was to pose 2 riddles for us to contemplate. The first riddle is this: who do you call someone who puts poisonous gas in the subway system in Tokyo? The answer: a terrorist. The next riddle: what do you call someone who puts poisonous cyanide into the groundwater? The CEO of a gold mining company. There isn't much difference in the subway or the groundwater. The subway perhaps provides instantaneous death. The groundwater provides death over a longer period of time. I'd like to close. When I was asked to speak here, a song came to mind, a song written over 45 years ago by the singer-songwriter Joni Mitchell from America. It's a beautiful song called Big Yellow Taxi, and I think it really delivers a message that's appropriate to what we're doing here today. It goes like this: they paved paradise and put up a parking lot with a pink hotel, a boutique, and a swinging hotspot. Doesn't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They paved paradise and put up a parking lot. They took all the trees and put them in a tree museum, and they charged the people $1.50 just to see them. Doesn't it always seem to go, you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They paved paradise and put up a parking lot. Let's fight on. Let's win this struggle. Thank you very much.